Do you often procrastinate? Ever had piles upon piles of homework that needs to be done, or a project that you might have been putting off, but the deadline is tomorrow? You knew you should have started before, but you didn't. You told yourself you would do it later, and well, now we're here. Maybe you're even watching this video while trying to procrastinate. If that's you, I hope that I can help you today. And just to be on the safe side, I will add but that's just my opinion, I could be wrong though, disclaimer here. Okay, just kidding, it should work. Anyway, if you're watching this video, you're probably a procrastinator. But not just any common procrastinator, you're a perfectionist procrastinator. You might be someone that has ambitions of doing things right and how you want those things to look like. But oftentimes, you get lost in this perfection bubble that you focus too much on the details and you lack results. You might have the perfect color pattern, but there's no content inside of it. I don't blame you. I do this myself. I often get carried away trying to make my calendar look pretty rather than starting something inside of it. I'd rather choose a perfect title or intro for my essay rather than writing an essay. It's just easier. It feels like you're progressing, but in reality, you're not moving very much. However, as funny and annoying of a quality that is, we need to see how we can get past that. If you're watching this video, you probably know the 2-minute rule. Now, if you don't, let me enlighten you. The 2-minute rule is a conditional statement that helps you stop procrastination, and it is this: if it takes less than 2 minutes to do it right now. Now, it's a pretty good rule. It might work for things like washing some dishes, placing your clothes at the right spot, or even folding your blanket. But that's not complete. It doesn't really work for things that take a little longer to do, like setting up a dentist appointment or finishing up your project. So we need to look deeper into this. We need to see what could be causing this problem. So let's look at our aesthetic perfectionism. A lot of the times you and I want to make things perfect. Perhaps it is our handwriting that needs to be perfected. The format of the research paper needs to flow better, or maybe it's the color pattern that is not hitting the right spot for you. But I can tell you that the number one thing you need to acknowledge is just that. You need to recognize that your aesthetic perfectionism is getting on the way of your results. Instead of enhancing your life, it's holding you back. You might have a really cool title, a cool theme, and nice PNG pictures for your presentation, but that's all you have. If instead you had spent all the time and effort getting something down on the paper, you might have something that was half decent. But hey, I'm not here to berate you. We cannot take this desire to make things look pretty or worthy of calling our work out of the equation. It's in our nature. You can't change that about us, just like you can't change your favorite color from being blue to being yellow. By the way, what is your favorite color? Mine's blue. But okay, the real problem is not desire. The real problem is when we apply this desire. Oftentimes, we apply this perfectionism as we go step by step. It kind of makes sense in the moment. We're going to do this anyway, why not get this out of the way? Just like, why not smash the like button right now? Fair enough, but we're still procrastinating. So there is definitely something wrong that we're doing. Okay, so what is it? Well, it is that we need to embrace a cute little step I like to call it. Now, excuse my language, but I deem it necessary to call this step just that. A 2-word phrase that's simple, yet so powerful, and I didn't know it until recently. And well, I could have saved this revolutionary idea all for myself, but then I thought, maybe I would have liked it if someone had told me before. So here I am, making this video just for you. Now, the effort rule is what you will tell yourself when you're about to do something you do not want to do. This is very applicable when you're about to say here while the attendance is being taken, or when you're about to try and talk to your crush for the very first time. Instead of practicing over and over what you're about to say and then end up choking on your saliva when you're trying to speak, you could have said something. If you try to make it perfect, it will never happen. But if you say F it, you at least say some words. They might not be good, but there's something. You could say that this step gives you a sort of freedom. You're free to screw up and do things badly. You might look funny and look like a total noob, but you did it. You did what few do, and that is to turn a 0 into a 1. No matter how horrible that 1 is, it is still a 1. As Loki once said, experience is experience. Wise words. Every master was once an apprentice, and the only way to become a master is to learn from your mistakes and keep practicing even if they're bad from the start. So give yourself this permission. It's okay if it's not perfect. At the end of the day, a 1 is a 1. You know, I once saw a quote that said something like, dreams turn into fantasies if you do not work on them. And well, duh. But true, you know? Straight facts, no printer. Okay, but now that we have something, then we can start to make things look pretty. Then we can start to make things look appealing and worthy of calling it our work. The simple change of workflow could change your whole life right here. Okay, got a little guru-like here, but I'm serious. It could change how you work. It might be that you're not all bad, you know? You're okay. All this time, you have just been implementing the steps incorrectly. And look, the part of you that wants things to be perfect might look at this step with disgust. But what if this was part of the process? You do need something imperfect to make it perfect. Yes, maybe it's the ugly duckling, but the ugly duckling has a happy ending. Not all beautiful things start beautiful. Your ugly duckling of an idea has not grown up yet, but it has the massive possibilities to become that swan you are envisioning. It just needs time to develop and perfect itself. Trust the process and say it. Now, if you want to learn how to make a productivity system for this year, I recommend you watch this video. It will help you organize your time and make it into something that is appealing at the same time. Either way, stay sharp, ImprovementGang. I will see you on the next one.